All right, LSU and Alabama next up. Alabama 28-point home favorites, 29 in some spots, 66 the total in this game. Obviously, for LSU, they do have the advantage. Both teams are off a bye, so there's no advantage there. LSU lost to Ole Miss 31-17 before the bye week. What do you get from them here on out is the big question. But all I know is on the road, they beat Mississippi State barely, but other than that, they've had some tough road games. At UCLA, lost by double digits. Kentucky lost by double digits. Ole Miss on the road lost by double digits. Didn't cover in any of those games. Alabama beat down Tennessee 52-24, although they really only beat them down in the fourth quarter. That game was actually still very close going into the fourth quarter. Tennessee hung around, and then Alabama just eviscerated them and won by 28. And that's the problem here. LSU might hang around for a while, but when the floodgates open, all of a sudden, here's Alabama closing in on maybe covering that big number. So that becomes the tricky part here for LSU in this game. It's not a game I'm probably going to have a strong feel on one way or another. 29 is the point spread here. Alabama first half did not cover against Tennessee for a change. Could it happen here potentially? I just don't like the idea. Like, we're talking about Ed Orgeron and his staff off a bye, Nick Saban and his staff off a bye. That's probably an advantage to Nick Saban and his staff off a bye. I just think they'd put more into it than LSU at this point, especially with a coaching staff that's out the door. Like, Coach O is going to be gone after this year. Alabama might be the bit more prepared team ready to go in this game because of that. What do you think here, Connor?
Yeah, I think it's Bama. They're at home too. They're just way better at home. You talked about they didn't cover against Tennessee first half. I don't know about it here. I mean, that's the only way I'd look. I would take them first half or not. I think LSU could score, but they're going to give up a ton. LSU doesn't have a good defense. Bama should just shred them here. So it's roll tide for me.